Hi, I'm MacKenzie Olivia.
And I'm Joya.
And today we're going to go through our 2025 bingo wrapped.
So everybody else was doing, bingo boards. It was been a bit of a popular trend lately. However, we decided we were going to do it a little bit differently.
Unhinged.
Yeah.
We gotta have 25 goals, but one of them was a shared goal in our center. The first one to get 5 in a row, the loser had to buy first round of drinks when we went out the next time.
Yeah.
Low stakes, nothing too crazy. But then when we got at the end of the year, whoever got the most, the loser had to buy tickets to an Avalanche game for the both of us to go to. And if someone got blackout, the loser had to buy flights for us to go to Las Vegas in 2026.
I got the first one. I didn't want to get the first one. I mean, I did, but on January 18th, 2025, made out with a random person at the bar.
I then got ice skating, 1 hour successful ice skating, meaning I didn't fall on my butt at any point. Impressive.
Yeah.
I got new glasses. These ones to be specific because my old ones were 5 years old.
The next one that I accomplished was I started my master's program at the very beginning of March.
I got 5 drunk tree picks. Good job, me.
Good job. Planned my next parentless trip.
I have evict Gustavo. And you might be asking, who's Gustavo and why did you evict him? Well, I had an endometrioma, which is an endometriosis cyst on my left ovary. And so in March, I had to have it removed, and I named him Gustavo because he shortened to Gus. And Gus rhymes with Puss, and Puss is the first part of fill in the blank. You got it. And so we went and did that. It was a mutual thing. She went and held my hand. And by hold my hand, I mean she drove me. Good friend.
And then waited for the 4-hour surgery.
Friendship. Trauma bonding.
Start of April, I officially did my cook 1 meal a week for 8 weeks in a row. It was great. And then 2 days after that, I got my official teaching position. Then my next one is I went on a second date. And it was beautiful and it was amazing. And we are still dating. But great.
She does not have a gun held to her head right now when she says this.
I do not.
There was a pause.
I attended my wedding.
That's a story time for another day, but she had to go and I had to host a fake wedding for her.
You baby.
I then required her to attend it, and it was an interesting time for sure.
I officially signed my lease to move out of my house.
In May, I produced 2 short films. I also passed spring semester of classes.
In June, I officially went on my 5th solo date that I wanted to go on. On July 6th, I went to my, my 3rd live production.
Las Vegas. We went to Las Vegas for 27 hours was the total trip time.
Yep.
No hotel room. None whatsoever. But I will say, we have a video, we vlogged it. That will be our next video.
At the very end of August, I went to my last conference of the 3 that I was expected to go to.
For September, I reached episode 20 of Ramferno, which is my show that I produce for CSU's streaming service called Ram Plus.
In October, I celebrated my birthday, which was a feat. I don't like doing it, but I did it, and I got it on the board.
I had gone to 3 concerts. I went and got a new tattoo.
I do like
Thank
it.
you. Most people
She
do.
didn't tell anybody about it.
No, I literally went on a Tuesday, I think, and I went in and said, "Hey, can you cover this up with a daisy?" And they said, "Sure, why not?" And I didn't tell anyone. And I didn't tell anyone until people started noticing. Surprise!
Surprise!
In November, shockingly, my goal for this year, also, sorry, let's side tangent. We were allowed as people that are very much readers, allowed to only have 5 that were related to books that we were reading goals. Yeah. And so one of mine was read 150 books because in 2024 I read 154 books, I believe. And so I was like, let's do 150 for this year. And so I have read 150 books here, and I ended up reading 187 books, I think. Another goal I completed in November is I did open mic night for the first time, and maybe last time. I'm not sure.
I annotated a total of 12 books. That was one of my other bookish ones. Wanted to be more mindful about it. I also had, I accomplished my reread one series or 5 books. I reread 5 books. I did not get around to rereading one whole series. I also accomplished reading the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit. I will die on the hill that The Hobbit is a better book, especially as a story. And then The Lord of the Rings are just boring. Why do they need to be three books? I don't care. It's fine. But the movies are only better because of the fact that they have better production quality.
Fair.
I am a big fan of Bilbo Baggins.
As you should be.
I started / outlined my independent writing project. I outlined it. And then I also learned and memorized 3 line dances.
And for December, I reread Vampire Academy, the series, since it's one of my favorites, and it's what got me back into reading as an adult in 2022. At the end of the year, there were some that just don't count until December 31st has hit and passed. So we'll go through those real quick.
Yeah.
What ones we completed.
I got my savings account to over $1,000. Got all of my credit cards to a low balance, and I did keep it there. I got new contacts, and then I used them consistently throughout the year, which was harder than most of these things because I don't actually like wearing contacts. I didn't download or use any dating apps. Read 50% diverse reads, so 50% of the books that I read were diverse in some way, shape, or form.
So for my end of the year ones, I had no dating apps. Didn't go on a single one. I learned that if I want the same emotions for going on dating apps, if I wanted the joy and the perusing aspect, I'd go on Zillow and look at $1 million plus houses. Really fun.
Yeah.
Get that dopamine. And then if I needed the depression of it and this fucking sucks, I'd go on New York Times games, specifically Connections would do the job. Also, Whirl sometimes did it too. Saved $400. I had to put it in a jar of cash with my aunt, who's trusted with it. At the end of the year, I ended up with $721 in cash in there. And I am not to be trusted with money, so that is very impressive.
Yeah.
Very.
Alrighty, now to the ones that we didn't accomplish.
Some of these might return to our 2026 boards, which have been made. Be ready, they're coming. We'll do little updates every so often. But some of these will not be returning.
It was go on 5 hikes. I did 4. And then I kept rescheduling and scheduling the 5th one, and then it snowed and then it didn't happen. And then I did not read at least 2 times more books than I held.
We have Gizis. I was to start a cult called Gizis. I will explain maybe later at a different date. That's all you need to know. Start a YouTube channel. Obviously, I did not do that. Now I am. Congratulations. Now it's happening. Now you're here. Then I had finished writing my historical romance called NANAP. That's the acronym. You'll get to find out the title at a later date. Did not finish that. And with that, I did not edit said book. I had graduate. I was supposed to graduate in December. Stats and me, we weren't meant to be. We're not friends. And I think a lot of you can relate. That's fair.
I think it's fair.
Okay, so we'll be done this year. Don't worry. Get my passport. I was so close to getting my passport. And then life happened. And my
Didn't
father...
your dad forget to spell
He
your
spelled
mom's
my
name
mom's
correctly?
name wrong. So I just gave up.
It's okay. Yes, he's a bad husband, but they're divorced.
They're divorced.
So-
It's not like they have not seen each other for
And
decades.
Like 20 years at least.
Not 2007 was the last time they talked, okay? Like, 2007, okay? It's been a while, so it's not like he forgot his wife's name, okay? He could have looked at the birth certificate that he had access to, but you know, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'll get it in 2026. It's fine. 50% of fantasy I read. I didn't do that. I think I read like 2 fantasies last year. And you do not want to know how many I held. Because I don't want to know how many I held. So,
We're not doing that.
no one wants to know. So then, we got the trifecta that kind of goes together. But like, I got one of them. It's the no dating apps. It's important. But then I had go on a date. Because yeah, that made sense to put those 2 together. Absolute perfection. Who thought that was a good idea in this world? Apparently me. Who thought that was okay to let me put that on there? She wanted me to fail, let's be honest, okay? And then the worst one on this board, and I have like some bad ones who are like not as like serious ones. The worst is save a horse. I had save a horse.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Yeah, did not do that.
We tried.
I tried. Play the clip.
Any single cowboys? Please let me know.
I tried multiple times. Friends were asking people, like, when I wasn't even around, do you know any single cowboys? It was a problem. We tried.
Shared one.
A shared one. So our center square was not a free space, but it became one.
Essentially.
It became one.
So amongst all of the other books that MacKenzie and Olivia is actively trying to write and finish at the same time, we decided we were going to write one together. We just wanted to get 50% of the way through. We have been working on this book since sometime in 2024.
I will say.
What do you think? What happened?
Okay, so we sat down and planned the book finally.
Yeah.
In 2025. We sat down and like we literally drilled it. We made a spreadsheet and everything. We had a whole plot guide. One of us had to go and refresh the first chapter so we could continue because we only had 2 chapters. And so the first person had to go in and update it. They did not.
All her.
Hey.
I was waiting for you.
Fair. But I tried.
Yeah. You opened it.
I opened it. I started editing it. I started to fix it, but then
it never made it back to me.
I got distracted, okay?
Yeah.
Shiny object.
It's okay.
I've been rolling with no Adderall. Okay?
That's fair.
It's fine.
It's bad.
Mac needs Adderall.
She does.
Hashtag Mac needs Adderall. So yeah, we didn't get there.
Nope.
So it became a free space at the 75% of the year rate or anything, in case someone got everything else on the board.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter in the end. So now it's probably pretty easy to figure out who won and who lost. Unfortunately, I lost.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
She's not fine.
I'm not fine. I'm gonna be a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive.
Yeah.
But the thing is, next year's bigger and better, potentially. Hopefully.
It's team-based.
It's team-based. We're not fighting against each other this year.
We're on the same team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing. We'll see what the Avs game on.
I won bingo.
Unfortunately. Thank you for watching this bingo prat.
The next time you'll see me is in our Las Vegas vlog, but you'll see MacKenzie and Olivia much more frequently.